I'm sorry. Miss Chow is not at home.
Yeah, well, tell her I know she double-crossed the Red Arrow, and I intend to prove it.
You are mistaken, Miss Chow.
She should never have sent me to the police station. Now I know she's hiding something, and I intend to find out what it is.
No, no, you are mistaken. Guards!
Watch it. He has Watch yourself. Let's try to get an ID.
Someone's there. I can hear you. It's dead. Remember the briefing. definitely someone.
I have been observing you through this fascinating device in your skull. You have found the dragon's tools there inside the glass case. If you wish to be my ally, you will retrieve the sword and await my instructions.
Anyone else hungry?
next gin at the Lucky Money Club. If you can make peace among the triads, then perhaps I can help you in your difficulties.
I bet you come from the market. That's where I want to go.
Not advisable for tourists to visit the canals at night.
Please, look around.
I did it!
Did anybody see?
Yeah, I think so.
It doesn't matter. We got her payment, plus interest. Get back and see if she runs something.
Okay. Go away.
You're right. Maggie Chow is a con artist.
You have proof.
Yes, I found the sword in her apartment.
Good. Inform the Red Arrow Dragon Head. Then we will see who is the real traitor.
Where do I find this dragon head?
Max Chen is his name. The Red Arrow headquarters is at the Lucky Money Club in the mall area beneath the market. Come back and tell me what he says. We can begin to negotiate a truce.
Hey man, where you from?
The States.
We're from Australia.
On vacation?
Let's just wait for Russ.
He's kinda cute. What's your name?
JC. Is this a good club?
Oh, totally. And it's a Red Arrow place? They get everything real cheap. Look, can we ask a big favor?
Sure.
My friend and I, it's so silly, we left our credit cards at the hotel. Think you could get us in?
How much do you need?
Only 20 each. We get in for 20.
Sure.
Right, you like to dance then? Let's go.
You're so bad.
Leather boots. For you, 25 credits admission.
Here you go.
Perfect. I order you to stand in the spotlight and growl at the women like a dog who needs a master.
Thanks for getting me in. Thanks for getting me in.
That was so cool, man. Thank you so much. Do you know Max Chen? He runs this place.
No problem. We go way back. Wanna dance?
Bet you've got some moves I haven't seen before.
There's only one way to find out.
Let me loosen up a bit. Mind if I borrow 10 credits to get a drink?
Anything you want.
You're so cool, JC. I'm so glad I met you.
I feel silly. You look good. Move your hips a little more. There you go. Like this? That's better. Want to get something to eat after this? Maybe some tea. But I want to go home. Take a bath. Where do you live? Not too far.
Hello.
Have another drink?
Beer is 15. Wine is 120.
Can I ask you something?
What do you want to know?
Despite all I've read about the triads, I wasn't prepared to see them operating in the open, on the streets and wearing uniforms. Doesn't the Chinese government care?
Chinese leave Hong Kong alone. Barricade the roads to control trade to the mainland, but they now have businesses then.
I would think the secret smuggling operations of the triads would disturb the Chinese government.
Maybe the luminous part, but China knows that the Red Arrow are business owners, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and that they protect the city from outside influences.
You said outside influences. What does China fear?
China is the last sovereign country in the world. Authoritarian but willing, unlike the UN-governed countries, to give its people the freedom to do what they want.
As long as they don't break the law.
Listen to me. This is real freedom. Freedom to own property, make a profit, make your life. The West, so afraid of strong government, now has no government, only financial power.
Our governments have limited power by design.
Rhetoric? You believe it? Don't you know where these slogans come from?
I give up.
Well-paid researchers. How do you say it? Think tanks? Funded by big businesses. What is there? A think tank?
Hardly as sinister as a dictator, like China's premier.
Privately funded propaganda. The Trilateral Commission in the United States, for instance.
The separation of powers acknowledges the petty ambitions of individuals. That's its strength.
A system organized around the weakest qualities of individuals will produce the same qualities in its leaders.
Perhaps certain qualities are an inseparable part of human nature.
The mark of the educated man is the suppression of these qualities in favor of better ones. The same is true of civilization.
I'm looking for Max Chen.
Is that so? What has it been?
I need to find Tracer Tom.
Are you crazy? Don't even say that name in here.
I'll get a drink later.
You see,
Hey man.
Here you go.
Perfect.
Good evening.
Hello there. Do you know a man named Max Chen?
Of course I know Max, a terrific fellow.
Do you know where I can find him?
In the back room. He runs the whole Red Arrow from here. Hey, you're not with the police, are you?
I'll tell you later.
That was so cool, man. Thank you so much. Do you know Max Chen? He runs this place.
No problem. We go way back. Wanna dance?
Bet you've got some moves I haven't seen before.
There's only one way to find out.
Let me loosen up a bit. Mind if I borrow 10 credits to get a drink?
Anything you want.
You're so cool, JC. I'm so glad I met you.
Hello. Have another drink?
don't mind if I do.
Beer is 15.
Can I? You said.
Rick,
Maggie.
well,
Hardly.
Matt. Is it?
Maggie Chow sent me.
Oh, the beautiful Miss Maggie. You'll find the door just behind me.
I'll take a drink. Give me a...
Excellent.
You see, my
Beer is 15.
I'll... What?
14 karat gold actually. High horse, sir.
My friend and I were about to leave.
Excuse me, sir. This room is off limits to club patrons. I suggest you leave.
It's okay. I'm here to see Max Chen. He'll expect me.
An American. I hope he likes what you have to say. Isaac is letting anybody back here these days. Isaac is letting anybody back here these days. Wan Chai merchants are being stubborn. Dogs. Then I gave him the old rat treat. Never fails. The Wan Chai merchants are being stubborn. We need to organize. Then I gave him the old rat treatment. Never fails. Canal Road is too dangerous now. Dogs. The police are holding out this time. Dogs. Huntley is working for the luminous path. I am certain. Stop complaining. The police are holding out this time. Dogs. Canal Road is too dangerous now. Stop complaining. Then I gave him the old rat treatment. Never fails. The Canal Road is too dangerous now. Dogs. Isaac is letting anybody back here these days. Then I gave him the old rat treatment. Never fails. Isaac is letting anybody back here these days. The police are holding out this time. Dogs. Then I gave him the old rat treatment. Never fails. The police are holding out this time. We need to organize. The Wan Chai merchants are being stubborn. We need to organize. police are holding out this time. Stop complaining. Then I gave him the old rat treatment. Never fails. Isaac is letting anybody back here these days. Isaac is letting anybody back here these days. Isaac is letting anybody back here these days. The one-chai merchants are being stubborn. Dogs. Huntley is working for the Luminous Pack. I am certain. Dogs.
You are not a recognized user for this device.
You must be Max Chen.
So?
I have found something in Miss Chow's apartment that might interest you.
Is that so?
The sword was never destroyed. It was stolen, and she is the one who stole it.
Preposterous.
I have it right here.
But Miss Chow?
She works for a group called Majestic 12. She's using you and the Red Arrow for her own ends.
No, you must be mistaken.
Think about it. She murders your predecessor, hides the sword, pushes the Red Arrow into the war with the Luminous Path, and then, what next? The Triads are weakened and an outside group seizes power. Sound far-fetched?
Oh, there must be an explanation.
Perhaps you should meet with the leaders of the Luminous Path.
Perhaps. For now, take them this message. I will stop hostilities until I have completed an investigation.
Boss,
What is it?
Marty at the doors over have trouble. Soldiers coming in. She said that was some kind of mech.
MJ-12 troops. They must have followed me.
Business and go. These troops, they are not human. You're acting like a fool.
You led them here. You should have been more careful.
Please excuse the casualties.
I see you in the corner.
We will have the mess cleaned up.
This is our best night in a long time.
Good evening.
Hello there. Great place,
Isn't it?
in what?
They run the economy. The black market price.
Gangsters! They're all gangsters!
I'm not your type.
I just want to ask a few questions.
Look, I was here first. Chen told me himself. If there's a job, I get it.
What kind of job?
Just back off. I got fired at the quick stop next door without even a warning, and I needed cash.
Tough luck.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get them back. And unlock into their computer. It's management, password, code 324. One of Blake's nights. I'm gonna stick it there and trash all their records.
What's a quick stop cashier doing working for the Red Arrow?
And working it.
They were cutting him and laughing and stabbing their swords.
Hello. Hello.
How about that dance?
I gotta be really drunk to dance when it's almost empty like this. Think you could buy me another drink?
Anything you...
You're so cool, JC. I'm so glad I met you.
Hello.
How about that dance?
I gotta be really drunk to dance when it's almost empty like this. Think you could buy me another drink?
Anything you...
You're so cool, JC.
Hello. Hello.
cannot. I am not allowed.
Here is 15. Here is 15. Here is 15.
I'll take. Give me a.
Here is 15.
I'll take. Give me a.
Here is 15.
I'll. One.
Excellent.
I see you in the corner, smoldering, hostile. Everyone will wonder who you are.
Time is up.
How about that dance?
I gotta be.
Anything?
You're so cool, Jason.
One cup.
How about that? Anything? How about that? Anything?
Satisfied? Yes?
I informed Chen about the sword. He's declared a truce between the Red Arrow and the Luminous Path.
A truce? Are you certain?
Majestic 12 attacked the club. I think he would consider forming an alliance.
Mr. Denton, you are the man I hoped you were. Tracer Tong is inside, in his laboratory below the compound. The door is in our sparring room. He will know what to do next. To enter our compound, use the code 1997. I look forward to shaking the hand of my enemy.
While you are here, observe the laws of the Triad. must have won great favor with the Dragon Head.
Do not interrupt us with questions.
Tracer Tom admitted another American. Perhaps you know him. If Tom decides he'll trust you, you'll be free to come and go as you please.
You know my brother Paul Denton.
Yes, a reliable man. So your kill switch has been activated.
I feel fine, but it's been over 16 hours.
See how easily our technologies turn on us? The more power you think you have, the more quickly it slips from your hands.
Can you do something about it?
That will depend. You, like your brother, are an extraordinary piece of technology. I never pass up the chance to try a new blade, but I fear at the crucial moment I may lift up my arm to strike and you will twist free of my grasp.
In other words, I'll owe you a favor.
Indeed, as will your friend Mr. Jacobson, a man of much useful knowledge. He arrived in Hong Kong shortly after you did. I was forced to keep him in custody until I could verify his identity and his loyalties.
I assume he checked out.
I believe he is sincere. Now, go down the stairs to the operating platform, and I will examine your systems.
must be JC. Tom will see you now.
You took a big risk following me here. Thanks.
When you believe in something, you've just got to do it.
How'd you find Tom so quickly?
Turns out I knew him all along. tt_undernet.0924243.886. I posted a message to the board and contacted me himself.
Any news from Jaime?
No sign of him yet. I hope he made it.
Yeah, me too. Did you ever dig up anything about this DEUS character? I'm still hearing from him.
Actually, I did, sort of. Crypto says DEUS was supposedly a government AI project, also known as Echelon 4.
Supposedly?
I'm getting this from anonymous crypto boys. DEUS was supposed to beat the old content recognition problem in surveillance. It was a program that could search all the terabytes of intercepted messages for subversive content.
So, what happened?
Never panned out as far as I know. The problem was just too hard. They blew through a lot of taxpayer money that finally had to scrap the whole project.
So the thing that's talking in my head is, what, resurrected AI?
I wish I knew. Tong has connections. You should scope out the labs for upgrades.
Please, complete your business and then go.
Just step inside the chamber. Stay right there.
That's it?
A simple switch, as they call it.
Have you heard from Paul?
On his way, according to smuggler in New York. He will be fine. Meanwhile, we still face the likelihood of a triad war here in Hong Kong.
Quick and Chen declared a truce just a few minutes ago.
A good bit of diplomacy, I admit, but it won't hold. Not with the sword left to be fought over.
I think they'll be slow to anger with Maggie Chow out of the picture.
No. In their system, the sword is a doomsday weapon, a temptation. We must recover the Raman coding from VersaLife and make it available to both triads.
So that's all you expect in the way of a favor? A little corporate espionage?
The first of many favors. Remember, I saved your life. Now pay attention. The VersaLife elevator north of the market will require an employee number. Try 06288. Once inside, find Mr. Hundley, the shift supervisor. He can be persuaded to give you access to the labs.
Hundley.
You will find him receptive. He is the corrupt official who sold the Red Arrow the technology to begin with.
I'll find the Raman coding, but I'm not your henchman. I'll help you as long as we have a mutual interest.
If you choose to fight Majestic 12, you will need an ally. We will have a mutual interest for some time. In fact, I took the liberty of setting up a computer account for you. Login JC Denton. Password Sanctuary. Feel free to use the machine in my office. We have much to offer one another if we cooperate. We need Paul. I wish he would hurry up.
While you are here, observe the laws of the triad. You must have won great favor with the Dragon Head.
I look forward to shaking the hand of my enemy.
Admitted another American.
Victory for Luminous Path.
I look forward to shaking the hand of my...
If you need help, talk to one of the receptionists. You do not require a security pass to visit the first 3 levels of offices.
Welcome to Versailles. We make tomorrow look like yesterday. How can I help you?
I'm looking for Mr. Hundley.
He's upstairs making his rounds. Look for a man in a black suit.
Thank you.
We're all out of company brochures.
Late night.
Mr. Hundley, shift supervisor. Who might you be?
I'm contracting this month. Quite a facility you have here.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, we're pretty proud of the work we're doing.
Any chance I could get a tour of the labs?
Oh, no, I'm afraid not. Trade secrets and all that.
I'll make it worth your while.
To the tune of what? 2,000?
Sure.
Excellent. The elevator code is 6512. I'll make sure the security system has granted you a day pass.
Thanks.
My honored guest, welcome to VersaLife. Stay out of the way and no one will notice you.
My feet are killing me.
Welcome to We're all out of company brochures.
If you need help, talk to one of the receptionists.
So much for the schedule, right, mate?
The schedule? Yeah, sure.
It's swell to miss a day of work, but they bloody hell better push back the delivery. I know I won't be done.
They'll understand.
At least the super freighters on our way to America. No more special agents nosing about up here.
Special agents?
You know, the ones in the suits with grey skin. Eyes tattooed on the backs of their necks. I'd sure like to know what was in those tanks to make them so uptight.
Mr. Hundley shifts.
Any chance? Never.
Ready to make a deal? Ready to make a deal?
What? Just looking around.
People are trying to concentrate.
They keep you up here pretty late.
That's because they don't want people looking over my shoulder.
Why not?
Huh. I guess it doesn't matter what I say anymore. It's because I falsify all the records, okay?
They probably don't want you telling people that.
So, I don't care. I figured it out today, how they do it. People with my job got the Great Death. In a couple of weeks, I could be in a camp. I could already be sick.
Why would they do that?
Whatever's in those labs, stuff goes in there. Instruments, military personnel. None of it goes on the record. Iverson had this job, that's why he got sick. Chang, Kylie, Watts. Now it's me.
I got access to the labs from the shift supervisor. I'll check them out and let you know what I find.
Big operation down there.
Stay out of the way and no one will notice you.
You do not require a security pass to visit the first 3 levels.
You worked at Psionics? You look like you could have the gift.
Big operation down there.
Stay out of the way and no one will notice you.
Big operation down there. Lots of genetics work going on. That's all I've been able to figure out. I'll make a break for it after my shift. I can't leave right now, because of the cameras. I hope they don't figure out it was us.
You the one they just cleared for level 1?
Yeah, that's me.
You are welcome to stroll around the laboratories, but respect the work that we do here. Your security pass can be cancelled with no warning.
I've looked forward to this for a long time.
Security is watching through the cameras. If you cause trouble, an alarm will sound, and the guards won't wait to ask questions.
Yes, sir. I'll try not to get in anyone's way.
Do not ask the scientists questions. They are very busy. The Americans are here, so everyone has to be a little more formal today. Okay. Anyway.
I don't recall being informed of any visitors.
I don't want to be disturbed. I have 2 words for whomever wrote this biometrics package. User interface. I have to concentrate.
You look lost. They've already had some success with...
I'm afraid we don't have time for visitors right now.
odd about his biometrics.
Is going smoothly then?
Better than we expected. The array of reaction modules has allowed the UC to perform multiple constructions in parallel.
Wonderful. We'll have to try that trick at Area 51.
The problem, you understand, is primarily a security concern.
Never mind that punk from UNATCO. The security here is adequate and we have a long-term program guaranteed to make him irrelevant. We call it Icarus.
Icarus?
A sweet bit of engineering. You'll like it, but we can't talk here. Your office?
No time. Tell me on the way.
Return to where you belong.
I'm afraid we don't have time for visitors right now. Please, you'll upset the subject. This one did better than most. He is very excitable.
Labs are down the hall. Labs are down the hall.
You shouldn't be back here. Company. You shouldn't be back here.
It is a simple request.
Lab procedure forbids.
The psionics laboratory.
The psionics laboratory has no business worrying about weak interactions between incidental subatomic particles.
Our work on Fitjof Capra.
Capra. A quantum quack.
Don't criticize what you don't understand.
This is a private conference.
Scientific progress depends.
I am not allowed to speak to visitors.
This line has been shut down by...
Oh! Watch yourself. This one's some kind of mech. That was one tough SOB.
It's really a question of abstraction.
Exactly.
You can't be dealing with this sort of thing on the base pair level.
Essentially what I told Miss Chow. Tissue augmentation. It's not a matter of twiddling bits.
We need to stay focused on tools.
In principle, yes, I agree.
You shouldn't be back here. This is the armory. Why do you need a weapon?
We are having an important discussion.
I am not.
I'm trying to talk.
Do not interfere with the experiment.
I'm trying to talk here. How rude. Stop interrupting.
I'm afraid we don't have time for visitors right now.
Cold and dark. Goes on forever.
I don't want to be disturbed.
That apparatus in the center is for magnetic containment, kind of like a token.
I have 2 words for whomever wrote this biometrics package. User interface.
Trying out new coat proteins that resemble common phospholipids.
I have to concentrate. Somebody's going to have to totally gut this thing and start over.
Something odd about his biometrics.
How do they expect to express a high-level feature in a genome if they can't even come up with a topologically sound representation? That's enough. I really must work. That's enough. I really must work.
Subject
I'm
is
afraid we don't have time for visitors right now. Please!
That's enough. I really must work. That's enough. I really must work. That's enough. I really must work.
Be calm. You'll move soon.
Let's try to get an ID.
That's enough. I really must work.
You look lost.
We'll never be able to separate out the hybrids.
Finished here. Let's start the cleanup.
If you don't know where you're going, you shouldn't be down here.
Finish him off. Oh my God! Remember the briefing. sure this was some kind of mech. We've got a perimeter breach.
The luminous path are easy prey. All Majestic 12 must do is wave some money under their noses. We must expose the conspiracy behind the luminous path. Then they will fall apart from the inside. When your brother arrives, please tell him I have an important matter to discuss. Go to the police station. You will find the information we need. Enough talk. We must act. The police are corrupt and incompetent. We will have to help ourselves. We must expose the conspiracy behind the luminous path. Then they will fall apart from the inside. The luminous path are easy prey. All Majestic 12 must do is wave some money under their noses.
See
The luminous part is easy to play. All Majestic 12 must do is work together with their negatives.
Seems to be some inventory data here. Life has been synthesizing the Grey Death virus in great quantities. The entire stockpile has been loaded onto a super freighter going to New York. Interesting. The previous owner of the ship was Stanton Dowd. Ever hear of the Illuminati? Come back to the compound. I have much to tell you. Molecule shape. 17 segments, 23 coupling points. Only Illuminati technicians use sleeve bearings with 34-fold and 46-fold symmetry. Multiples of 17 and 23? 17, 23? The birth of Adam Weishaupt? Not a coincidence.
Excuse me, I was looking for a way back to the market.
You are American? Did they throw you in the canal?
I was swimming.
You should not be down there. What's that so thing like shark, but with 4 legs? It lives in the pipe like comes from Versalite.
Is there a way back to the market from here?
You will have to swim. If you see other divers, stay away. Some Europeans are hunting for treasure in the tunnel that I fell in. Bad man.
I told you, bad people around here.
Please, look around.
Welcome to the Wanchai Tea House. Anything you like, 12 credits.
Never mind.
We head to Jiaoxi. Very good.
My own business.
be quiet. Agent Denton from America has retrieved the software component. Please accept our gratitude.
It is my honor.
Begin.
As the faces of a perfect braid are reflections of one another, as they join together to make a perfect edge, so we shall form one blade, not the male and female swords of Ganjiang, one which must avenge the other, but one weapon, precise in its purpose, though wielded by many arms.
And much as the steel sharpens its edge and anneals its own surfaces, let us preserve, together, the form of our traditions.
The only enduring work of man, that which is born again with the next generation.
Forever.
Forever.
Again, accept our thanks, Mr. Denton. You will have to join us for drinks at the Lucky Money later tonight. In the meantime, Mr. Tong wants to see you.
Thanks for the offer. Maybe I'll stop by.
All right, get out. Enough games in the temple. The peace will be profitable for both sides. Come, join us for drinks at the Lucky Money. We must celebrate.
Time is up.
Thanks for getting me in.
At last, we are one triad. My good friend, let me express my gratitude. A bottle of wine on me. Yum Sing. This is my club. Let me give you one of our better wines. An imported vintage from Napa Valley. The Lieutenant, but if you want a truly excellent wine, you should try this Beaujolais from the Moulin-à-Vent region of France. Tong's mission can wait. The piece...
And you...
Please, enjoy your... Tong's mission can wait. Rest for now. You deserve it.
Thanks for getting me in.
One customer twice. Not allowed. I like to dance.
Max Chen and Gordon Quick are celebrating.
Tong is pleased about the files you found. Your pilot will be here as soon as you talk to...
Peace between the triads is now official.
Good. We begin to operate from a position of strength. We will start manufacturing the swords and distributing them to our allies.
What next? VersaLife was crawling with troops. I think they were hiding more than sword technology down there.
Tell me about the labs. Paul and I concluded that VersaLife does the manufacturing, while the real research takes place in North America.
Plenty of scientists. Biotech, physics, nanotech, several research divisions. It would seem we still have a mutual interest.
We know they manufacture ambrosia. If you went back and gained access to the Level 2 labs, perhaps you would find something on the Grey Death. Your brother's failure in New York has left me with nothing.
You think you could find a cure?
That cannot be determined until I have a schematic of the virus particle and the molecular structure of ambrosia.
I'll go back, but won't they be ready for me?
There's a back way at the north end of the Canal Road Tunnel, which is just east of the temple. I sent an agent in that way once. She turned up a key code to the nanotech research wing, 55655, but no data.
Worth a try.
By the way, VersaLife lost one of their R&D men in the Canal Road Tunnel collapse. A guy we think was carrying nanotech assets. He did some of the basic research that went into your implants. You might take a look, if you don't mind going for a dive.
Maybe I'll check it out. Don't know if I care for your sense of humor.
Humor?
The Illuminati stuff. I was risking my life in there.
No joke, Mr. Ditton. They're quite real. Though not as powerful as they were at the beginning of the century. I know a few of the former leaders.
Like Stanton Dowd?
Yes, plus Beth Duclair, Morgan Everett. Most of them in Paris, I understand.
What do they have to do with Majestic 12?
A question for Dowd. I will contact him in New York. Hopefully he will agree to meet you.
What about a hacker named Daedalus?
A valuable informant. He sent me one of the codes I needed to find that super freighter.
A super freighter? That's enough virus to infect a continent.
Your pilot is landing in the courtyard. Find out and see if he knows where the ship is going or how we can stop it. In any case, it is time you left Hong Kong. There is word of a UNATCO agent searching for you here. A German, they say. Augmented.
Tell your people not to tangle with them. I'll deal with them myself. Do you have what you need to synthesize a cure?
The data you recovered should provide an answer, in time.
I also destroyed the universal constructor they were using to manufacture the virus.
A universal constructor? I should have known.
But I did it on the advice of the hacker, Daedalus. Who is he, really? Alex says he may be an AI, part of an old government program.
An AI? The thought occurred to me, but more likely it is cover for a real human being.
But who?
A powerful man, we must assume. I don't like mysteries, but at least he appears to be on our side.
I don't like mysteries either.
Your friend Jock is waiting in the courtyard.
Tong fix you up? Yeah, you? You cut it pretty close. I'm in pretty bad shape. Looks like I'll be living in Hong Kong for a couple of months. Will you get better? Any permanent damage? I'll recover, but not right away. You'll be on your own for a while. I hear you've already been keeping busy. Just getting to know the locals. Turns out VersaLife had a universal constructor. They were synthesizing the virus right here. Tong told me. Not a cheap gizmo. Majestic 12 sure does a lot of R&D. Every ruler needs a power base. Without the people, well, you need something to use against them. I'm off for New York again. We'll see about that power base. Hey, do me a favor. Get better. I'm working on it. I'm still pretty weak. You'll have to go on to New York without me.
Chajně had a close call getting out of Dinecto, but I'm sure Glenn made a break for it. I think he'll have a longer lifespan helping Tong out at the operating theater.
Max Chan and Gordon Quick are celebrating at 11. Hurry, we are afraid the police will follow you here.
Tong filled me in. So we have to dig up Stanton Dowd?
Yeah, you know him?
I heard a few things. I think Harley Philbin knows how to contact him. I always thought Philbin was pulling my leg about the Illuminati, though.
I guess we'll find out when we get to New York. Let's not waste any time.
device in here called a universal constructor. It is one of the only two devices in the world capable of producing the nanomechanical virus called the Grey Death. I require you to destroy it. Use the code 525.
Look for a computer terminal somewhere in Revel 2 lab. If you find it, I can upload the data I need through your info link.
Constructor is in this facility.
Tong filled me in, so we have to dig up Stanton Dowd.
Yeah, you know. UNATCO's put a price on your head. What are you doing in the city? I didn't expect the kitchen to be under martial law. People know the government has a vaccine. Riots everywhere. You still on the dole at UNATCO? I never mentioned. I've been working for the NSF all along, and the Illuminati. I'm on your side. Right, the Illuminati. I need to find one of their leaders, Stanton Dowd. A load of plague virus is on its way to New York. Virus? You mean the Great Death? What's Dowd got to do with it? The same corporation that makes ambrosia also manufactures the virus. Quite convenient. The virus came over in a super freighter previously owned by Dowd. Yeah, most of Majestic 12 is just hand-me-downs from the Illuminati. Huh. We knew about ambrosia, but the virus? That's news. They're infecting people on purpose, huh? I was hoping Dowd could tell me where the freighter would unload. I'll contact him. Go to the burn-up storefront of Osgood & Sons, over where the tunnels connect to the warehouse district. You know, where the NSF had the generator. I'll try to get him to meet you there. Osgood & Sons. Yeah, and JC, be careful who you mention the Illuminati to. Like Joe Green. He's a spy for UNATCO. The reporter? Are you sure? Here's the proof. Hey, kill Green and you'll be doing all of us a favor. I saw him hanging around the free clinic. Dowd doesn't like to be contacted directly. You out here because of martial law? I didn't know they were using Marines.
Nah, UNATCO likes to work alone. I just came out to look up a girl I used to know, Sandra Renton. FEMA gave me a pass for the curfew.
She left town.
I know. Just my luck.
What's FEMA doing handing out travel papers?
They took over the advanced submarine base where I work. I don't like being pushed off duty, but I guess little R&R never hurt anyone.
They brought in their own staff?
Most of us were moved out of the main submarine hangar last night. FEMA set up a perimeter. We'd sure like to know what's going on in there.
I would too. Maybe I'll check it out for you.
You a cop?
Used to be.
I'll say it straight. I'm a patriot. I don't like to see one of our top secret bases commandeered, especially when the only people allowed inside are these Asian mafia types. You think you can do something about it, I can have my buddies at the front gate let you slip by. My name's Vinny. Tell them you know me.
Thanks. I'll see what I can find out.
Us Americans, last of a dying breed. We've got to stick together.
Incorrect information. Put him on the ground! Attach. Streets clear.
You Dowd?
I agreed to see you because we have a mutual enemy.
Why a vacant building? I thought the Illuminati were bankers, politicians, Council on Foreign Relations types.
We always stayed in the background, even when that was true.
You all right?
Caught this damn plague myself. Anyway, We never had troops like Majestic 12 or freighters full of bioweapons, if what you say is accurate.
It's accurate. I just don't know where the freighter would dock.
They'll want to hide it. The only facility big enough on the East Coast is the Advanced Submarine Facility at the Brooklyn Naval Shipyards.
Of course. That's why FEMA took it over.
They're probably storing the virus in the ship's diesel tanks. The only way to make sure it's destroyed will be to scuttle the ship.
Scuttle a super freighter?
It can be done if you know where to place the charges. Smuggler should have explosives that will work.
I already have some explosives.
I'd pick up some more while I have the chance. But if you think you're equipped, then find your pilot and get going.
You sure you're all right?
I'm hanging in there. If you come across some ambrosia on that ship, however...
Don't worry, I'll get you some medicine.
I'll give you a blueprint of the ship. The X's mark the 5 tri-hull wells. Crack those up. Reverse the bilge pumps, and the ship will split open like a banana. Mr. Dent, what are you trying to accomplish? Tong told me.
This ain't over. Lock and load!